I just don't know what I'm going to do with myself. I just don't know what I'm going to do with myself. So what's up, people? How you doing? Okay, has made an appearance. Who wanted to call himself first right away? Proud of yourself, ain't you? I'm assuming that you probably would have been one of the ones looking in when you've been looking in. Right? Right? How y'all doing this week of one of days and lockdowns and COVID and almost the end of this bloody freaking year? Yeah, this is the Christmas show. No, you don't get snow. Because we don't get snow. If we don't get snow, you don't get snow. Nobody gets snows. So, yeah, that's the way it goes. I make things out of clay by the bay. What do you say? Anyway, I had to do that. I just had to do that. Mostly because I know KI's here. Alright, so, yeah, day 84 of the One A Days. Have y'all been keeping up? Y'all got 84 planes in your pockets, in your boxes. If you're even, like, giving it a shot. 84 planes, man. That's actually showing a substantial size to the numbers already. If you make them flight-worthy, that's ridiculous. That's starting to look like my lineup here. I hung a couple of my boxes, so got some more planes up here. Got a couple, same old designs I was working on. I counted that little template I was building last time you saw me, which I'm going to do another one of tonight. I don't know why. I just decided I would. I don't know why. I really don't. But it intrigued me in such a way that I wanted to create something else this time other than that. And the hybrid, which we've always talked about hybrids in the past, but the hybrid that it will be of putting like a template, a plan form up there like those were, and then creating another plane. Oh yeah, this is probably going to happen. So, what we're going to do with this one here is, I'm jump right into this because I had this idea that I thought about last week when I was talking about how we went through iterations of real life planes going from biplanes to monoplanes, from props to jets, and then from our jets of like deltas to swept wings to deltas to hybrid strikes to rhomboids, kind of bypassing all these levels that we did and made my hybrid strike last week. Well, I'm going to try to go on to the rhomboid here, and I was setting this up, seeing how I could make this. I busted out the ruler because, do I trust my lines? Yeah, I kind of trust my lines. I just don't know if I'm going to trust my lines enough to do what I'm about to. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So, yeah, lockdown, Florida, again, week 5. Don't understand, man. Don't understand. It just doesn't get any better. Doesn't get any worse. There's no change. I don't get how the luminaries and the bureaucracy has stalled out in such a way that we can't see a stimulus package come out of Florida so that, you know, people could join up. I don't get it. It's beyond me. If people want to, like, if you mind writing in or petitioning the Florida government, see if they could, like, twiddle their finances and get something accomplished, that would just be great. In the meantime, I'll continue to do my unsilent protest here in the way of, damn, week 5. I mean, could you believe this crap? Never in my life, you know, you wouldn't think, like, okay, seriously, we're in what people do not consider a sport. It's more a hobby, okay? And maybe, you know, we could be doing something else with our time, but why? I don't feel like going out and shooting people. Well, you know, or protesting or just getting COVID in general. I'm just here to make planes, and you kind of think that other people would do that, but no, because they're on lockdown, controlled by. I'd like to say they're unforeseen circumstances, but these are not unforeseen circumstances. This was a seen circumstance. This is actually beyond that. It's a physical presence, and it stopped our construction from the state of Florida from a company, and it's like ridiculous. But it doesn't stop construction. It's just production be more like it. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. Protest in your own way, but please send it Florida's way, and NASA's get your ass back on track. What the hell? Who's in command here? Anyway, so this design we're going to do here is probably familiar to people. I had this idea last week. I didn't want to do it last week. I wanted to save it for this week because I wanted you to come along in case there's an error. I've got 4 chances to get this right. And I'm going to make it mine. And I'm not going to make it stealthy because I don't believe in stealth. For paper planes, mind you. Real life stealth, yeah, that exists. But stealthy planes, come on, man. You don't have a stealth plane. If you have a stealth plane, paper plane that is, you've made a paper plane. Therefore, it is stealthy, right? I mean, seriously. What the hell? I don't believe in that. There used to be. I mean, everybody's excited about it, and everybody has their own ways to be excited about it. And I remember being excited about it in 8th grade, so that's why a couple of our boys actually made the plane and called it like the Stealth One, because yeah, it sounded cool. I'm looking at you, Pharaoh. You made the plane, and again, I'm not gonna deny, it sounded cool, you know. But is it really stealthy? I mean, do you have a stealth fighter in your paper Air Force? No. Why the hell would you? They're all stealthy. It's not designing how they look. It doesn't really matter. I mean, a basic flying bus is stealthy. So, I mean, you could tack it on, but really, seriously, who cares? Anyway, so I'm like, this is, I don't know what this is. We're going to find out what this is. Oh, I hope I'm not screwing this up. Yeah, be quiet. Sorry. But this takes intense concentration. Yeah, right! No intense concentration. I'm excited to be here. Excited to be getting this done. I'm assuming that probably not as many people as would normally be here are going to show up because Christmas time is coming soon, and now, the only reason I'm going to do this is to speed this along. Normally I would just consider it a form of cheating, kind of, using the ruler when drawing. I don't typically do this. But I figure, again, if I want this to go along at any portion, any clip, I'm going to have to do this. So, ooh. So what we're doing here is we're going to match up. The reason I was getting into the stealth rant a little bit is because we're going to match up these lines thinking it's going to be stealthier if the plane has lines to match up, right? So if you're following... Oh shit, see, I didn't do that right. But, okay, so... Like, I'm just going to make it this way because I like symmetricality. Oh, that's a new one. I like being symmetrical, so... How is this going to turn out? I have no shady idea. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, what? Yeah, 4.5. So that should it have 1, 2. 4. Okay, it goes out to that line. Look at that. So double that size. I was going to take it all the way out here, but if I do that and then bring it back the other direction, I'm going to have a problem, ain't I? So... Well, I didn't want to, like, make it... I need to have enough of a front end that it stops at this length. So I'm trying to... Bear with me, folks. I'm trying to make sure that the plane here is enough wing to go with the length and not exceed the length. So I guess I'm going to have to top it out here. The wingspan is one, and again, like 1.5 times the size. In the means of symmetrical... God, stop that! I'm not creating new words just for this. In the means of keeping it symmetrical, I will do it this way, but I don't care otherwise. So how y'all been doing anyway? While I'm digging around in here. Y'all been staying free of the COVID? Y'all getting y'all presents wrapped? Getting ready for the holiday spirit season people thing? Whatever's going on? I got my lights up. Whatever it is you people do. I don't know. I don't celebrate Christmas. I'm kidding. Kind of wanted to see if I get any response. Just making sure you, like, if you go out with loved ones, you be safe. Want to see you out there again, flying some planes, or get some good things for this Christmas. You know, don't get something stupid like a cake. Get something you could use, like a saw or something. I don't know. I don't know what you people do, but you know, just make it worth it. This holiday season. You know, I hate getting food. I mean, I like food, but food is such a bad gift. I mean, because it doesn't last long. And I mean, in a way, it's kind of funny because like you get gifts, and basically the rest of the gifts you get just clutter up your place, right? You know, like, hey, I don't need another damn mug. Oh God, good, a tie. Yay, a tie. I need a tie. But you learn to appreciate the small things later on, you know. So if I do this and then bring it down, will that look stupid? Probably a little stupid. Let's go a little bit further down. Let's make a little happy tree right here, yeah. God, I can't say that. So, yeah, again, doing this plan for him. Hope y'all have a good Christmas. We'll try to be back next week, too, for the New Year's show, just because we can. I mean, we could just as easily take a break, but we've missed so many shows for absolutely no reason that I really don't want to miss the holiday shows. Because, again, why not? You know, I mean, you got nothing else better to do. I do hope you spend your time with family, but I hope you take a break and come see us. And I will try to make this show short, like, just because I know you got things to do. You might just want to pop in and see how we're doing and see how, like, what we're creating here. So in this case, I'm creating this, and I'm not doing it like Ben, so this won't take me 2.5 hours. I'm just because I want to be quick. I appreciate what Ben does. Do not get me wrong. Y13, go check out Y13A's channel there. He's Hanger 13 as well. Good channel, very informative. This is good stuff. So, but I'm just trying to get it done quicker. So, especially because again, holiday show. He's taking the next couple weeks off, so everybody get their bearings, get back together. Me on the other hand, I just want to get you out another video because again, we've missed so many in the past for no reason. So I'd rather not miss these for a reason. So now I'm gonna freehand this curve because I want this curve to be like I could just as soon make it flat, but why? I mean, I guess I should. Damn. You know how tricky it is to form the curves here. You ever have a problem with your lighting every once in a while? Like, I haven't done it yet, but one of the things I was looking at was improving the studio lighting. I mean, you guys see it pretty good. I think it's been good enough for you. I've heard no complaints yet. All I've heard complaints about is I can't hear me. You can't hear me. I'd like to think we fixed that. The lighting is probably going to be better. Yeah, Nasus is being he's... you have been watching the shows? Yeah, man, he's under lockdown for some reason, because... Yeah, dude. Well, we'll let him tell you. It's stupid reasons. But, yeah, the bureaucracy is caught up with the government. It's not even funding this time. Before it used to be funding. Now it's like just a lockdown. Although he is participating in the one-a-days. Are you? He's just building, like he said, like there was after he was chatting on board last week, he was talking about how we might turn this into a one-a-day for 2 years, simply because this first year he'll be building the bodies, and next year he'll be exploring the tech. which is cool. I mean, that's one good way to do it, actually, is you still get your bodies up, you still get your planes built. It's just in that way you're getting, let's do it this way. In that way you're getting to keep some space because you'll have your 365 bodies at the end of this year. September 30th, for those of y'all keeping track. And then by the time next year rolls around, you'll be able to put the tech that you might want to explore on each of the planes. So what he was doing was he's just charting, he's building the bodies accordingly. I don't actually know. Yeah, I don't know. Wait, you got something? Hey, if you got news, brother, please. I would like, we'd like to get it out here. You're one of the big ones. No pun intended. But, like, yeah, you're one of the big ones. If you got some exciting news coming out. I forgot, dude. Bro, haven't put down. You know how you built that one plane back in the day in our break room? And, dude, it worked. It was cool and everything. And we actually kind of, like, gave the official shout out on the e-zine. That's all we left it at. I need to go back there and reference the name and then put it on the sheets and stuff. Do you have any more of those? Have you been playing with that one? Because I need to put that out there, and you really could you could break it up, like break out more of those. With Shadow, right? Was it Shadow? I want to say it was Shadow. I could check it in the background, but I'm busy cutting. Right? Oh, damn, that sucks. Really? Okay, well, if it was the one... Well, I mean, you remember, I might have them at the hangar back at the job. Because you left a couple in the file cabinet I still got back there. I still have them in there. So I might still have them, if that was them. If not, you could always, like, just redo a base design. This is the same thing I try to tell Mark all the time. You could redo a base design because, I mean, nobody knew you... I knew how it kind of looked, but I didn't know how you built it. You didn't know, but I mean, you could just, oh, you didn't know? But I mean, you could always just bring it back and then say, well, this is Shadow. Caveat, it's not really, but how are we going to know the difference? But, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's your bird. Do with it as you please. So, okay, so now, got this formation here. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying there, just, yeah, I just wanted to, like, he's going to do the tech next year. And I have no idea if this means he was sticking to as to, like, okay, I'm going to build, like, each month he was going to dedicate to a different design. Raptor was going to be 1 month. Ninja was going to be another. Swallow was going to be another, so on and so forth. Like, Ekron was going to be 1 month. So, like, if he sticks to that, or if he's just bouncing around, because eventually after 365 days he'll still have the planes. So, I mean, if you go with the one a day, you could set your own schedule. You could do that, obviously, but you don't have to. I mean, it's just an option. Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely look inside that cabinet and see, because it might be in there. It might be. I don't remember how many in it. Don't get me wrong. There's only like 2 or 3, because you didn't leave that many in there. But I do believe one of them might be it. So, yeah, I'll check it out. But what is this big news you're proclaiming here? Like, I guess not that. Yeah, big news. I lost Shadow. Did you watch, like, I'm assuming you watched, like, the previous shows. If you watch, like, we were talking about how our ideas, mine and yours, and mostly yours, though, but that one, remember, we were talking about how we can get, like, a hybrid design out of building a flying wing with a box beneath it that would hold cargo. That would be our transport. I mean, it's a cool enough idea, and, like, obviously, well, I mean, if you build a big enough one, the way you build your big enough ones, it's not really a concern for you, but, for those of the rest of us less poster-boardly inclined, you probably don't need to worry about building that one. Yeah, I've got, I did the one of days too, by the way. Obviously, me and him are keeping up. We do have our 84 birds. I just got done building a string of diamants, again. And if I'm not careful, I'm liable to get through this one a days with having like 300 diamonds. Good way to up the numbers, but not what I was intended to do. But I'm fascinated with it. What I was really trying to do is build the goblins and then make something like these, you know, a blended body or flying wing type of plane. Kind of like what, again, Y13 or Robert would be building. We'll see what happens, but... okay, hey, we got to get you back into the show, I think, if you can do it. If you can do it. I'm assuming since you're talking so well, you must be off or something. But if we can get you back in the show, I mean, if you need, we could, like, change something up or whatever. I don't know, but also, hey, you should, get your own, like, you know, company channel and start following, like, nothing else, some how to builds, because people are excited for these how to builds, you know. Seeing what designs come out of our fighter houses and stuff like that. Or in your case, even the transports. Or you're going to scare everybody off with the first ones you make. Just like, hey, so first thing you got to do is take your poster board. And everybody's like, I'm out. Poster board? Crap. Where am I going to get one of those? This is more difficult than it looks. But that's cool though. By the way, why did I say that? Yeah, never gonna make it in mass marketing. It's cool that you're like picking back up on the production. I'm assuming that like by news of that sort, I'm saying because you hadn't said anything either that it had been slacking off for a little bit. So, winter's a good time for production and design ideas to pick back up, of course, because you know us up here, we can't fly too much when it's like this. Today has extremely been windy and cold front is, well, okay. It was nice today. Could have flown. Too busy with Christmas. See, don't you hate that crap? You get to the point where you have a day where you actually could get out and fly, and then life happens. I hate that excuse. Because, man, life didn't happen when you was a kid, but now you gotta go Christmas shopping and screws everything up. Out with all the just getting in the COVID way and stuff. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, this doesn't really have to be exact. I don't know why the hell I'm worried about this. But it's good to hear. That's cool. Okay, I'm glad. Like, will be looking forward to having more of that. I didn't even edit that. Excuse me. Just a quick fix. I'm assuming that like okay, you're prepping like the production line's ramping up. You're probably getting ready to produce some more, I assume. So that means like you don't really have any numbers, and I'm guessing, of course, that means you haven't been like up with the one-a-days. So I didn't figure you were. I hadn't heard anything from you, so I mean, it was okay. It was only a gentleman's agreement between me and Mark at this time. But if anybody else wanted to tag along, of course, all the more the merrier. I could leave it like that. That'd be really cool. Jesus. It always gets to be a point when you're doing this when like one of the cuts is going to be so... I don't know. So delicate and everything like that. And again, if you guys try this... Well, for a couple of y'all, I don't have to say try this. This is how you build, but... Like, if you're going to do that, like, start your own... do your own show? I'm suggesting, maybe. Because I know you're capable. And, like, obviously keep it shorter than our weekly show. But, like, even my shows on my channel, never too long. Usually just a simple how to build. Sometimes a flight clip. Sometimes I'll do a show on there, but really the show's supposed to be representative of us here. Mostly for that, you know, the how to builds, the new design rollouts or something like that, and then quick clips of flights or whatever that you may get on out there. Even if they're indoors. Indoors or outdoors are probably pretty cool. It's just not broad enough. Damn it. I know, I wasn't actually trying to get... I know, like, those of you in the know what it looks like I'm trying to build here, and I'm trying to do my own design with it, and it looks pretty good. It's kind of close, but dude, D, I bet you recognize this thing, don't you? I haven't really shown it so much, but I mean, come on, man, a pink sheet with gridded blocks. What do you think this could be? What do you think this might be? So yeah, I haven't heard word about like what, like, okay, he popped in last week. NASA's popped in last week. Or he popped in last week, then disappeared. Hope he's all right. Didn't email him. I need to email him again, see what's going on. I'm assuming it just maybe the government called him in for some food rations or something. I don't know, but it's hard to say. It was kind of cool. He said, like, playing today keeps the ladies away. Yeah, well, you know. If you're having that much problem, planes ain't gonna, you know, it's more than just that. Oh, I mean, yeah, that'd be fine. That'd be great. They're gonna be an addendum. I mean, and again, if we could, if you want to get together for it, we could. But like your show, like I do mine. Okay, I don't have a set schedule on my channel for them, and obviously because I haven't thrown too many up there. But like we could do it those days. Hell, you could do a day show. If you could do it. That'd be really cool. As a matter of fact, just because like hell, nobody usually does that. All these usually come out at night. But you might pick up a different crowd entirely if you did it during the day, because again, thinking if we're a global reach, global platform, and all these people see these, they're probably seeing these from, you know, international. You do it during the day, some people elsewhere, like the Oriental section of the world may not see it, but the European section might see it, so you might pick up some new followers and stuff that way. And of course, we'll point to you, but we're that'd be exciting, you know. Hell, I should be doing a show during the day myself during this week because I can. I'd probably do it over the weekend or something like that. But yeah, I mean, if you're tagging along in on the weekends, like I said, you could if you want to do the show solo, that's fine. If you want to see if we can get together and do it, that's fine too. Obviously, I like everybody popping into this show. I want this to be this is the flagship. Everybody else is just kind of, you know, like making their own and stuff like that. At least for the members of the core. So you don't have to be all that. Like, dude, I kind of had to once he went into lockdown mode over there in Florida, I had to expedite myself. yes, they are. Give that man a cigar, folks. Yeah, he knows. Yeah, dude, these are from 2013 too. Even the paper's old already, but brand new, never been before, you know, formed. So I've been trying to debate on whether or not I want these to actually be, again, like, am I prepping these for a keel of a plane, or am I gonna turn this into a flying body? And I'm also thinking, should they? Oh, hell is it? I'm probably just giving them a body, but I kind of like that hybrid idea, and this is gonna work really well. And look at this, I got a sheet. Hold on a minute, I'm not gonna lose you. We're still talking. I gotta go pick up another sheet so I can do a little bit of different thing right here. Just gonna drag the wire across here and go into my stash. I got some stash over here. You remember the downstairs over here? And my stash is in that closet now. It's all hidden up. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. Ooh. No, I can't do that. If I use gray is going to be ugly all day. I'm going to use a better color. How about red? Does red be good? Do you think red would be good? Yeah, I think red would be good. Let's try red. So the beauty of a hybrid is as long as I've got enough lift, I can provide to fight the gravity that we're going to have That sheet is just too pretty to use on something like this, isn't it? I need to make a regular plane out of it. Dude, it looks orange on screen. Is that orange to you? Look orange? It's red. It's vibrant, vibrant red. This is pale, pale pink. Vibrant red. I can't... You can tell that's green. Anyway, I don't know. Could be... Oh, no, it's red. Alright. But yeah, sorry, going back to the show, though. Yeah, however you do it, that's fine. Like, you don't have to... I mean, do you remember watching our early ones, how rudimentary that was? And then, like, we finally got a cool-ass layout, but it took us... How long did it take us? Seriously. I mean, if you break down for how long we've ever been doing shows, it's taken about 8 years to get a show looking like the way this one is presented to you with this stream along the bottom here, and how it would look if NASA's was still freaking got there, because you'd have Chad over here in this section where, like, this little thing would be, oh, Chad, yeah, it's pretty. And then there'd be his over here and mine over here, and if you tagged along, there'd be a different little window over here, probably down here. I don't know how we do it, but it would be like a gridded square here. And then, like, when something, if somebody's folds are to be featured, I'd like to pop it up big on the screen. This is like pipe dreaming, and we're still building this. So, I mean, it doesn't. All you got to do is do something like this. And I mean, a lot of you, like gaming style, you have a picture of your face down here in the corner going yakety yak. I don't care. Look at me drive, and all that bullshit. You could do it that way too, but I assume that this would probably be better featuring, like, a lot of ours are folds. You've seen the shows. It's folding. It's more of this, so I kind of like to. But again, you know, that's. It doesn't matter how yours looks, as long as you actually got the camera showcasing the folds. I think you're going to get it. I think it's a winner. And I've talked myself out of using this sheet. I'll have to get another one. That red one is just too damn pretty to be wasted on a little hybrid plane that I'm going to build something like crap on. So I'm just going to get a regular whitey over here and do it with a whitey. So, I mean, literally, the body of what I propose here in this hybrid need not be anything fanciful. It's just going to be something, all I need is something to act as a keel along the body to grab, because this thing's basically going to sit flat. So I'm going to cut that slit in it here, and it's just going to be the length of whatever this is. And all it is going to be is the body. Right? Yeah, the body. Okay, so so what I'm going to do here, now since these two sheets are the same length, how the hell am I going to do this? This sheet is long, so really I needed to use it. This one's a thicker bond too, whereas this is not. And I mean, okay, maybe I shouldn't do it that way. Maybe I'll do it. Yeah, I can do it that way. Okay, we're going to do it this way. I'm just trying to see how sorry guys, bear along with me here. I'm trying to see how I can get this. I need a relative balance of body, the length of the plane. Man, if I give it wing pockets, it's just not going to work. This is really complicated when you think about how you're going to have to go through to get... I mean, okay, what I'm doing is I'm looking for a way to have strength along all the important parts of this plane while still having a body that, like, A, enough to grab, and B, something with weight near the front. Now, I could add weight anywhere I wish, obviously by adding weight, simply stapling, and I may go that route. But in this one's case, all I'm trying to do here is find a body that's going to fit inside of here for strength. So, I mean, you get what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm trying to make this. It's going to go here, then it's going to cut back. Have a little bit, and then there. So, okay, that's it. That's basically it. Yeah, I know. See, this gets so you make it more complex than it really has to be when it comes to something like this. This is not. We're not. I'm not even considering like there's a design within this design. This is the design. This is just something to hold this together. So, but this will be a little bit more complex than what I just did. I mean, you saw this, guys, right? This is a freaking landscape folded in half sheet with the little triangle. That's it. That's it. For all of you, this might be the first plane you guys ever built. You put wings on this and like, how about this? This is Flying Bus Type B, by the way. Flying Bus Type A is if you'd have folded it in portrait mode. Okay, so what we're doing here is you're taking. God, dude, there's like no way to do this. I'm trying to put it inside here, but it's like you can't see. So it's all a matter of making sure that there's enough of this plane inside this one's body to get this right. Y'all understand what I'm saying? The white sheet, to you guys, the white is the structure. The pink sheet is the design. See what I'm saying? So what we're going to do here is trace this. Tracing is okay. Oh, Tracy, she's alright. Tracing this here, and what we're going to do. Okay, so see, now I know what I'm dealing with is this part of the body is inside the. This part of this plane is going to be inside this plane. So as long as, okay, like, you saw me trace it. Obviously, I can't have anything outside of this or it's going to stick inside of this. But I want this to be the body of that plane. So basically what I'm doing here is, using the wrong scissors, I'm going to make these cuts here, smaller than the traced outline, so that this all fits inside the plane. However, I do want some of this stuck out to be able to grab. You know what I mean? Like some of this is going to be part of the plane that gets grabbed. So what I'm doing here is, okay. This is really kind of like wasting your paper. I mean, don't get me wrong, but you're getting what you need out of this. So then we follow the wing here. I know it is more complex than you think it is. The folds are simple. The forming of the design is the most complex part of this. But after you do that, yeah, I'm getting rid of the scrap here to make the cuts easier. This really? Okay, well, you kind of want the cuts to be, helpful. So whatever. Yeah, it didn't have a problem sticking together when I had a full triangle, now did it? Alright, so. Yep. Okay. So now, truthfully speaking, I could get rid of this. Because I don't think I'll be using that. Okay. I know it looks kind of weird, but follow along. It'll form up. The tricky part will be getting this one built the way you want it, because this is where all the action is going to be. You know what I mean? Okay, so you have this here. You have your triangle, right? The loosest triangle ever because I didn't really fold it back. So right there, that's unimportant. Okay, we're gonna take it. We're gonna make this fold here. God, I'm sorry, but let me get back onto that real quick. Yeah, dude, we should like seriously try to get a separate show on a different day, saturate the market with this. You know what I mean? I mean, Ben's got his on Fridays. We have the occasional one on Fridays. I'm not really dedicated to a day, but you know, like any day, even the weekend, obviously fine because these are recorded. So however you do them, right? Doesn't really matter. I'd like to say we need to get back out there and fly too, obviously, but you have to pay attention. You have to focus. You're having your cuts. All right. So now I'm doing this on the fly. The idea was in my mind. I didn't draw this up. I didn't have a plan, so that's why bear with me. It's going along, but okay. So now got that there. All right. So now we go. Well, this is going to even be. God, I'm sorry, guys. I really get into this when I do this. That's why I'm so silent. I'm not forgetting that you're on there. I'm just forgetting about how I need to be keeping you updated. So I'm getting the form here, getting the sheet ready. This will so far all fit in there. So now I'm running out of area where my stuff is. Now this is going to be the trickiest part, of course, obviously. So we got the plane inside that. But I have to get it inside this line here. So what I'm going to do is cut here. I'm like making NASA's nervous on these because he is like really one for like, oh my god, don't cut. Oh my god, don't make a hole. Whereas as a true designer, like I jump into it, so I'm just literally jumping into this. Okay, so what this is, what you were trying to see here is, okay, so obviously this fits in the body. So it fits in here, just so, right? Okay, now I have that line sitting there, because that's where it's got to be. Now I kept that out because I want the leading edge of this to be a little bit stronger. So instead of cutting just the inside like I did here, got that leading edge, what I'm going to do with this one is also fold it so that there's a reinforced leading edge to the tail plane, just like there is to the foreplane, the main plane. The trick is to get that angle right so that it's totally inside the plane itself, and this is, but I need to get it back a little bit more. Whoops. I need to get it back a little bit to be okay. So, because I know that's inside the wing where it needs to be. See, like, I've still got the line that I traced on that one piece. So as long as I make that fold right there, it will be inside there. And that's what I'm doing with this. So this is where it's going to stay. And this is where I'm going to make the fold. And it will be a fold. I'm keeping the paper on the inside. Again, this is all for reinforcement, so I could just as easily take that off, but I'm not going to do that. So we'll keep the folds to the inside because I'm going to fold the wings to the outside. Which means I need to fold it in reverse. Remember keeping it symmetrical, kids, so you want to always unfold it or fold all your folds to the outside to get your inner folds. You know what I mean. If you know what's going to be your top and what's going to be your bottom, you fold in the opposite direction to make sure your folds stay symmetrical. Yes, of course, you just don't care how you build the plane. Okay, so we got that there. We know that's the inside, and then I don't want it to actually carry over too much. So what I'm going to do with this part here is I'm going to lop this off. Like so. Because I don't want too much extra weight. I mean, I know that I want this the way it is. You know, I had a vision in my mind's eye of how much of this internals I do want. But, okay, so see now what you got here is this portion fits inside, holding on quite well. Know what I mean? See? So, you got that there. Alright. And all I'm going to do is, because I don't want the... No, I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep that. I like how stiff that is. Alright, so, there you go. Alright, now the tricky portion of this is I messed up. I got this far and I messed up. Okay, so when you're dealing with these, oh man, I did this right. Okay, this is accurate. I suppose what I could do is hybridize this thing even more and put another sheet in here. And I mean, saying this out loud, I'm very seriously considering doing it. Because when you design this piece here, if you want it to be the true hybrid that we're talking about, this piece that you're putting in here is going to be the piece that you grab so you can throw it. What I intended to do was cut this. Damn it. Was cut this in such a way that it would stick out the bottom in only a certain area of this plane, such as, say, like right here. Because this would be the center of gravity. This would be you're probably throwing it. I would probably throw it right there. Maybe a little bit back where the broadest portion of the wing comes back. I'm assuming the CG is going to be right about here. Maybe not after I add the weight. But in any case, the CG is going to be somewhere in this section between my thumbs. So I wanted that to be the part that sticks out below the plane. So what I did wanted to do was this portion is stuck inside the plane, but I should have left something that was able to come out. Like so. Now, I did think that when I did this, I was going to make those wings, but you see what would happen if I folded those. I could probably do it, but it really wouldn't make a point at this juncture, because all of this would stick out now, and I would have something to grab a hold of, but there wouldn't be much inside there. So this wasn't as good idea as it seemed. It would work, and I'm sorry, I'm doing it to me, not to you, but basically what I'm saying is, again, like, I cut this to form the inside. What I wanted to do was cut it and then form a little section that would be only sticking below. This is the body. This is actually going to be the underside of the plane. It would not be flat. It would be flat, so you'd see it like this. I just wanted a section to stick out like right here, mostly here, because that's probably where I'd grab it to throw it. If I did this, basically that whole body plane there would stick out below it. As you see, that the overlying section there, that would be the structure of the internal structure of the pink plane. It's all well and flimsy, but I'm not trying to make this like heavy duty. However, I didn't make. The other option is, as I was explaining, I can make this a true double hybrid. Yeah, I may do that. Bear with me, folks. I need another sheet. On my old desk, I used to actually have a tray of sheets that I had at the ready at all times. And again, since I'm doing shows, I'm probably going to have to go back to that, because you see where this is getting me. Although you guys following along with me, you don't understand that really what I'm doing is I'm going over here and digging through my stack of sheets. But I am. Okay, so anyway, I got the sheet that I was looking for. I'm going to put this one together. And what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to double hybrid the design. Bear with me on this one. I know what I'm doing. I promise you I know what I'm doing. Okay, so, yeah. This sheet has been cut. It is therefore not straight. But I don't think I care, because this thing is going to be cut ridiculously. And I'm using a notebook paper on this one on purpose, because I want it to be a lighter sheet. This is basic wide rule notebook paper, done from a long time ago. And I'm like literally making a flying, well, not a flying bus. This is like your all's earliest design. So I'm getting this together because this is going to be the sheet that I'm talking about, is going to be the part that gets in and gets held. So I'm getting it ready. Okay, so I'll fold it back in here. Alright, nah. I'm going to blow your mind right now. Okay, so, got this. Okay, this is the 3-part. This is like a triple decker. This will be reinforced, so this will be cool. But we're not going to be using, as it looks like I'm doing. Damn, it's windy outside. Sounds like there's an engine out there. We have a lot of big, well, not a lot. We've got like 2 big giant trees back there. They make a lot of noise in the wind. So, okay. So I got my fuselage on this plane. This is a plane in and of itself, but this will be destroyed for the purpose of this. So there's the part that I want to use. This sticks out. Okay, I need to fix a little bit more something here by doing this. Actually, a little bit more something like that. Okay, I was cutting the nose because I don't want the nose to go the wrong way. I want the nose to blend up into the body. And then this is going to come, like I said, now here's the part that's going to blow your mind. Because I don't need any of that. Kind of cool looking, isn't it? Won't fly, but it looks cool. Show looks cool. So, throwable there. Follows to the back. I'll probably cut it a little bit shorter. Right. See how technical sometimes these builds can get. And if you've wandered off into Y13's channel before, you know it can get really technical. Watch on over on his shows and see what he does. So what we're going to do here is rough it and bring it. Okay. That's all I needed. Didn't even have to write. So I got it. We're going to take that and we're going to cut that. Now, if you remember how big this thing looked like 3 minutes ago, this is what remains of that thing I built at the start. This is all I'm going to use, which you could dub the flying canoe. But this is going to have the piece that I need. This little thing has got the piece that I need to throw this, because it's going to go on the bottom. It's going to grip it right there. Or close. And I'm probably still going to stick with that because I like the way it's reinforcing the body. So I could have actually, that piece, any of those pieces that I did, you can cut if you do it your way. Robert, what's going on, man? How are you, Drew? I saw that video. Y'all trying to class with me on the same show day? Same show day, bruh? That's alright. So, it's going in here. I got this. It's going to go, like, right there. It's going to reinforce that. So now, moment of truth. This piece, the flying canoe. Stick it there. So we're going to better make sure it lines. If anybody had one of their trusty X-Acto knives, I always have it on hand. Can I see those lines from the other side? Nope. God, I suck at this. Bloody hell, I still can't see him. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I got one here. I can see this one here. So, there we go. I did not make one yet, no. Dude, you just put it up there. Yeah, it was pretty late. You just put it up there. I didn't get a chance to do that yet. I mean, I understand, like, okay, you sent me the message and stuff, but no. Christmas, bro. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. You know, I've had some things. And the going is slow. My sister found out the car she just bought for a certain amount is going to cost triple the amount to fix. So she's seriously debating on whether or not she wants to actually take that time to fix it or go ahead and get another one. I'm going to let you in on a little secret as to what I said to her. Like, get another one. But it is the kind of car she wanted, so. So, you got that there. Okay. Oh yeah, and it'll definitely, don't get me, you know me, dude, it'll definitely get built. I want to do this, so. So see, now you got your fuselage here. All right. I got to do the same thing with this one. What's flooring me is the complexity of this build. Is like, this is turning out to be, you know, like crazy kind of build that. So you set this in here. And some of this is going to be reinforced, of course, but. That's about exactly where it was. That's a really good lineup considering I can't see it. That's about exactly where it is on the underside of this sheet. So we do the same thing here. Bear with me, people. Bear with me. This takes intense concentration. She would, but she's not. I don't know if she's thinking that route. She claims that she's never had. Like, dude, we're very serious about, like, we don't listen to word of mouth too much because we like to go. We actually, I mean, you listen to some people, of course, but basically it's like, I've never cared. I ain't much for, like, I don't care, dude. Dependability, I can fix a car. I don't give a crap. I mean, I'm not by any means rich, but it's like, you sound like you're settling if you have to just say, like, well, I want a car to be dependable. Everybody wants a car to be dependable. Think for yourself. I care what it looks like. I care. I care about it being utilitarian. I care how it feels when I drive it, and I care if I like the way it looks. I could give a rat's ass what other people think about it. And I said, this is why me personally, I'll never buy ever again if I can help it. No Hondas, no Toyotas, no Chevrolets, no Fords. Because it just, you're getting into like stupid people land. These people act like, everybody that's out there acts like, yeah, Dalton, you know where this is going. Acts like they get paid by these companies to like sponsor them. It's like, oh man, you should really get a Honda Accord because blah 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 blah. Oh, it's badass. I wouldn't treat. I mean, are you serious, dude? Are they paying you money? What the fuck do you care? I personally know somebody who actually had one that burned it to the ground in front of me. Had to get out and call the cops. It's all inexperiences. So, but in the meantime, I just don't want to get involved in all that. I would just as soon buy, like you said, a Nissan or a Dodge before I'd buy fucking any of the big four. And of course, Chevy is, I think Chevy's probably the worst of the lot because they're owned by GM, and it's like, dude, they're so stupid they can't find their heads out of their own asses that they have to produce 3 cars in 3 different brand makes that are still the exact same freaking vehicle. I mean, are you serious, dude? Oh, this is a Caddy CTS, but it's also the Buick Lucerne. What? What? Then do away with one of the other ones. God! Either that, or just, how about this? Make a completely different vehicle. Oh, no. Can't do that. Costs too much money. But anyway, yeah, she's kind of like, leans towards a couple of the Euros. And, you'll like this, likes GMCs. So, it's still a GM product. But, we don't really have any favoritism towards anything. My sister through her life has had really, really bad luck with cars, though. She's actually been in accidents 6 times, roll over 3 of them. She does shit. I want to drive my car. But she has to haul around a great deal of stuff. So, again, the utilitarianism of a truck is good for her. I mean, ideally, of course, she'd probably like to have 2 vehicles, one of which would be a car, because she enjoys cars. But she also can't have something like a Honda Civic, because she had a Honda Civic, and that was just bad news all around. So there we go. So now now it's pretty reinforced. It's triplicate, but we have the body. I mean, you're not going to get... Yeah, that's the thing, dude. And like, you can say what you will about certain makes, certain brands or whatever, but like, seriously, there's loyalty out there for all the wrong reasons. And there's also, like, support for all the wrong reasons. I mean, when you look at it, when you honestly look through it, look back on it and see it, and it's like, these people talk, like, okay, trucks or whatever. Yeah, I mean, like, F-150s had a long and storied history, and so have, like, the 1500 series of both the other ones, even though it's basically the same damn truck. Get over yourselves, GM. But for real, it's like, nobody ever got that hyped about that. You're like, oh, F-150, yeah! I mean, they are, but they're stupid because it's the F-150. Shit just changed its look. It hasn't done anything really spectacular. Seriously. You got the Raptor now. You've had, like, the Typhoon. Oh, that was the Chevy. That was a Cyclone. But, like, I mean, they've always had their, like, sports mods. But, again, it's like they don't have them every year. Whereas cars, man, seriously. What have you got hyped for? The Chargers, the Vets, the Vipers. Cars are more iconic than trucks. They just are. The Skylines, the Lambos. I mean, dude, they're more iconic. That's a car. That's not a truck. You rarely have, unless, I mean, you're in the backwoods, redneck breakwaters of Kentucky and shit like that. You don't have a picture of a truck on the wall. You got a Lamborghini on your wall. You know what I mean? Or if you're redneck, you got an IROC. But still. There's no real storied history in trucks. There are in cars. Even though, you got to give it up, though. Basic body style, Ford Model A, or the first cars, they looked like trucks, didn't they? Anyway, enough on that. Anyway, she's gonna get something. Right now, she got a station wagon. Like literally. And in case you hadn't noticed, all these trucks that they're saying, like, I'm gonna start building cars, just building trucks. They ain't trucks. They station wagons. They're just trying to get you to call them something different because basically they're station wagons. I mean, I just drove one the other day, and seriously, dude, it's not even an all-wheel drive. Why are you giving me this hunchback-looking piece of crap thing when it didn't even have all-wheel drive? That's not even a truck. If I'm gonna get a truck, I want a truck. I wouldn't want that. I'm scared to take that over a railroad track. Then again, I've seen like pussy dudes in F-150s driving their shit, hitting the brakes over a railroad track. I'd take my car at full speed over railroad tracks, and these guys stop. What the fuck is that? Dude, if you're that scared, get off the road. God. Keep your pavement princess on a parking lot, and don't be driving it. Seriously, don't be driving. I don't want to see you or it on the road at all. Anyway. Rant over. So, finishing this up here. I'm getting the internals hooked together. I'm going to borrow some OAE-isms and tape the ever-beloved piss out of little bitty areas everywhere. See that? See that? Yeah. And yes, this is kind of a new design of my own. I mean, you asked me this, and it's like, okay, basically this. I hope you're asking about this one. This is not. This is leftover scrap. It's going to go in the burn pile. This one is. Can you tell what it looks like? I'm sure you can, my friend. I'm sure you can. This is. The only problem with these is if I want to make any more than this one, I'm going to have to like trace it out, because that's the one thing with folding. At least you know you could probably make two or more of the same. This one, probably not going to do it. Probably not going to do it. And of course, like, the trick here with these is you have to make sure that you're getting the same amount of stuff everywhere. Robert, I may taper this one. I mean, just because I'm almost probably going to have to. You know what I mean? You know how these are. The skeletal structure here is basically to hold this down. And this is delicate play too, because you have to make sure, if you're using tape, OAE style, on this, you want to make sure that you're using a balance so that there's the same amount of weight on both sides, obviously. Because if you don't, it's not going to tone out. So, I'm almost going to have to taper it, because the only way to get this thing to do right is to... Damn, these pieces are broad. The only way to get these pieces to do right would be to taper this if I'm hiding this internalized structure that I built in the body. Right? So, got this going on here. This is like one of the biggest scrap piles I've had going on for a long time, but that's, of course, you've watched me basically build like 4 planes right now. I mean, so you see the internal structure there, again, comprised of the 3, and then I'm going to cap it with this so it hides. Because you won't see that at all. It'll be buried in there. And that's why I'm saying it's probably going to have to taper it. There he is! Hi, Mark. Florida lockdown will let you chat, though, huh? So anyway, yeah, this is not a raptor. You better get your head on straight, kid. How dare you? Oh, the vertical stabilizer, if you guys know what this is, the vertical stabilizer is already there. Because I will make that literal. I don't know if you noticed, but KIA is Well, he might still be here, being quiet. Maybe he's building in the background. But he was popped in, which was really cool to see. Big guy. It was nice to see. I mean, he always usually at least watches the shows, but good to see him pop in. He's got some news. He's like going to restart back up the production, ramp it up. I guess he hasn't been taking part of the one-a-days, but he's definitely going to be building some stuff up there. So yeah, if I get that body on here, see, like, this is totally going to be, like I said, this is like quite a crazy design. And again, a one-off, yeah, most likely. But it does count as my bird for the day, and I will get it done in some way, shape, or form. Okay, so yeah, so I got my 3 layers. I got the diamond design here with the reinforcements up by the nose. I got the inside structure pattern for this one here, and then of course the outside body. And I do have the fuselage sticking through to be able to grab this sucker because, Robert, I'm sorry, I do like what you do, obviously. I mean, and everybody does their own thing, but I gotta have something to grab. I hate grabbing their wings, man. I can't grab their wings. I can't bring myself to do it. So I mean, a nod to you, my friend, but apologies, I just can't. I'll build a flying wing and everything like that, but let me baby myself into it, okay? I'll be there, I promise. I'll be there. It's just gonna take me some time. No, this is not an F-22. Like I said, this is not a Raptor. This is the losing design of that. This is the F-23, the YF-23, the Black Widow. The plane that should have won. Because it looked way better. And, I might add, most pilots said it performed way better in almost all aspects. Without even having 2D vectoring thrust, they still said it did better because its all-moving tailplane, which was also its fins, just moved so much air. I mean, dude, it was so... I think it lost because it was too futuristic. Whereas the F-22 is just basic. I never liked the F-22 because it's just, again, it looks like the next generational step to an F-15, and we've already had the F-15. I wanted something new, exotic. The F-23 would have been that, but too exotic. It lost. So suck it. So anyway, so we got the internals there. They're not going anywhere. This thing is now one piece. Pretty solid. I could literally almost probably fly it this way. I kind of don't want to do that. But now I got to figure out how to code this bastard. Let me borrow this box right here so I can get a code on it. Because this is my plane for the day. December 20-something. The eve of Christmas Eve. DE2320. Alright. Good to go. Oh yeah, it's pretty. Now the leading edge of everything is pretty weak, but yeah. F-22 was not better. If you look at, again, ask Dave Ferguson. Dude flew both of them. And even he on the interview says, like, yeah, the F-23 was a better plane most around. I mean, the only reason it lost was A, a little bit of the production costs were more expensive. B, Northrop Grumman was losing, like, they had just lost something. They cheated something. Cheated either Department of Defense or the Air Force on something. And they didn't take kindly to that. So they kind of lost basically because they lost face in a political standpoint. And C, Lockheed, playing with its, like, competitional value, like it knew what they were looking for, decided to do a missile launch test, which the F-23 and Northrop Grumman could have done. They just chose not to because it was not requested. But when you have flashbangs in your eyes, you kind of look, I don't know, I'm never going to give it the credit because I still think it looks like a broken camel. I mean, if they did like it that much, why didn't we produce the 900 or the 756 we were supposed to get? Why didn't we even have the 332 we were supposed to get? Here we are stuck with 197. You know why? Because it was an overpriced piece of crap that wasn't as good as the F-23. Problem. No. Thing was badass. Way too futuristic. So anyway, so I'm going to tape this thing together. Then I said F-23 style. I mean, it's not exact. I wasn't making it exact because I don't need it to be stealthy. Looking at you, man. Looking at you. I gotta try to find out exactly how much body I want it to have, or do I really truly want it to be flat? And then, do I want like? I'm thinking. Here I go, I'm thinking. The A12? Man, dude, that thing had man killer written all over it. Seriously, dude. Like, you saw, like, the A7 and, like, all those training videos of, like, how often, I mean, man killer. It's like, hey, on an aircraft carrier deck, let's have this giant intake in the front of the plane that could just suck dudes down like it was, a vacuum. Yeah, this sounds reasonable. Why not put, I mean, again, what? He looks like an idiot. Like, look at this and say, like, yeah, I want to put the one that looks like it has a man-eating mouth on an aircraft carrier deck where you can't get away. I mean, the Air Force, sure, no problem. Army, anybody on land, but no, let's put it on a carrier deck where you can't get away. You seen those videos of the dudes getting sucked down an intake of an A6? That's an A6. That's a set back, slung low, small intake opening. And I saw that guy get sucked down in there. I can't imagine what something with like an F-14, an F-4, or an A7 did. Man, there's like man burger. Jesus. So an A-12, which looks like it's smiling at you. Hey, I'm going to kill you. Bye. Dude. Damn. Like, I know they probably look at it like it probably was pretty damn stealthy. But it must have lost for a reason. Although, yeah. It's going to have fins! Yeah! Stick with the program, people! Either I'm going to probably, like, okay, because it is a plane... Oh, wait, no. I'm not going to glue them on because that'll just give it more chances to fuck up in the yaw directional. So what I'm going to do is, fine, to appease the fin gods back over there, what I'm going to do is... Man, how am I going to do this? F-23 style, people. Got to be careful with these. I may have jewed it up to the point where I can't get it back, but I'm hoping I get this. So. And it smiled. You know what? Seriously, which one I was disappointed it didn't make it? I was disappointed that the RH-66 Comanche, the helicopter that the Army was trying to get, I was disappointed that one didn't make it because that thing looked badass. That one was so badass we couldn't even accept it. You notice that shit? That was freaking crazy. It's like they took one look at it as like, we can't have that. That's too futuristic. We're just the Army. We're a bunch of ground-pounding grunts. Most of us are just meant to be walking sandbags. Can't be flying that. Leave that futuristic shit to the Air Force and the Navy. That's why I thought it was actually funny that the Marines actually got the F-35. Because seriously, the Marines? Man. I didn't think the Marines were intelligent enough to figure that out. Like, Marine intelligence. What? That exists? I don't know what they think. See? There we go. Now it looks even more like it needs to, like an F-23. And because I put the structure on the inside of there, it'll hold those up nicely. Alright, there we go. Now, in an homage, I don't need to do this, but in an homage to the true F-23, I think what I'm going to... no, I'm not going to do that yet. I'm still deciding on how I'm going to tape this thing together. Yeah, it looks cool. Man, dude, Iowa on May 1st. See? That just means it's going to take that much fucking longer to get your ass back involved in this shit. And I knew this. Why does you schedule further and further back? I mean, we might be looking at December until we see his ass on a regular basis again. Because, God, dude, for real? Oh, my God. Dude, I think they keep a prison colony in Iowa because, like, ain't it nobody in their right mind goes to Iowa unless they go crazy? Like, dude, no, I've visited Iowa way too many times for my liking. Like, some of my family was from Davenport, and it's like, ugh, man. And of course, I've been Cedar Rapids, but like, I'm not going to admit it. It's pretty. Kind of makes me wonder why you haven't done anything like this, Robert. I mean, like, you know, again, you know, nobody makes too many different paper. The hell was I gonna say? Paper widows like this. You know, but you haven't, and I thought this would be right up your alley. Now, this is in lieu of tapering. I am probably literally going to do the body, but I want to like leave certain things of this one open because I want to work on the weight balance of the bird. Even though I'm pretty sure it's okay. I think the center of gravity's right. I just don't think... I may be having a lift issue. I can already see this may have a lift issue. I don't expect it to be much, but... Okay, I'm held together. Bodies together. Okay, check. Yep, yeah. Yeah, I know. You said April. Before you said April. We could get back on the show in April, and I was already going like, 8 fucking months? Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Get control of your woman. God. No, that is not sooner. That is later. Because you said April. I mean, unless you were talking April 30th. And in no math do I know that May 1st is sooner than April 30th. So you're still on the wrong side of wrong. God. That girl... I'm not getting into it. I'm not getting into it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Because... No. Just no. One time, and we're reduced to this. Finally get the show, look at the way it is, and we're reduced to this. Were we in the wrong? I don't think so. The one time we do something stupid, and now we're going to be persecuted for like 8 fucking months? God damn it! But anyway. See, I was worried about that. Shit. Yeah, that's not going to be too good, but I might be able to fix that. You know, I got lucky for the most part the rest of this way by... Shit. For the most part, that actually caused a problem. I don't know if I'll be able to get that back out of there. Oh, well, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I had to fly it once. I mean, I had to. Forgive me. It was way too early, and it is not ready for that yet. Maverick's in a flat spin. He's going out to sea. Ah. Yeah, so there's a lot of body in front to counteract the body behind. There's no center of gravity's way off. I don't know exactly where the center of gravity is. Where's my tweezers. Way too far back on his body. Yep, way too far back on his body. I'm holding it. Yeah, way too far back in his body. Right there. So the center of gravity is right there. Way too far back in his body. That's about... That would be perfect if this was a real plane. But this is not. So I need the center of gravity to be about here, an inch forward to where it is. So, yeah, it's a flat spin. That's horrible. Although I did... It is nice to know that I have perfectly balanced it in such a way that that is the center of gravity, which is approximately the center of the aircraft. Proud of myself about that. Not proud of the fact that that's not where the paper plane center is. I'm going to have to figure out how to fix that one. Okay, that's going to hold it apart because I got a little problem. Well, I know, but I mean, dude, I ain't asking you to, like, you know, do the nasty or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, she needs to get the fuck over it so we can continue on with our damn show. Or whatever the hell is going on. That's all I'm saying. Because, dude, for real. What? This isn't something that goes on every damn night. It just pisses me off. Like, they're missing out on so much shit again because of this. And this was nothing. You and I both know it was nothing. But whatever. Like I said, I ain't getting into it, man. I ain't getting into it. We alright. You alright? We alright. We cool. I'm gonna smack a bitch before I let that shit happen. I would Sean Connery her ass before that would happen. I am going to do the homage to the F-23. Even though, again, I don't need a... I'm trying not to make a beaver tail here, but... Because it doesn't need to have the jagged edge that the F-23 had. But I didn't like it to be flat, so... Make it like that, so at least it looks like the twin fins are on a tail boom. Oh, yeah, I know. You're right, man. You're right. Like, you don't want to... She's already done it once. She's already done it once. No proof, but we're fairly sure she's done it once. So you're right. You're right. You can't be having shit like that happen again. You know I'm just venting, right? I'm not really... You know I don't... Still, by the same token, something need to be done. Because we're missing shows here. I mean, we're not really missing shows, but I haven't seen you put anything up yet in, like, weeks now. Hence why the lockdown thing is truth. Robert got me a show on rockets. Got us a show. Okay, he's going to be making shows before you get a chance to pop back in here for crying out loud. Turn this into, like, Paper Airplane TV channel number 35 on public access before you get your ass back here. I know, and that, like, oh, by the way, going back to what he was saying, it'd be cool to see you, too. Just like, you know, women, man. Bitches, man. It'd be cool to do, like, some kind of meetup, like. I mean, the funny thing is this is what we always thought would happen anyway. Was, like, we were planning on, like, people would join, we'd get involved with IVPAC, not just for the fun of, like, making the planes and you know, like, real life pretending whatever it is we want to do, but, like, meeting up, like, plane cons and shit, as we would end up calling them, and exercises together and stuff like that. So, like they do in Japan, I always enjoy watching their videos over there, how they all like get together, rent out those damn stadiums, and like there's like 80 people in there flying their designs. I'm like, man, damn, that's cool. Why can't people over here do shit like that? Because we ain't cool like that. We're just America. We gotta build our Ford trucks. Hoorah! And all that bullshit. Why the world hates us. Yeah, no, you know why the world hates us? Trumpy Bear. That's why the world hates us. Man, dude, like, what the hell, dude? Who in the hell came up with Trumpy Bear? I swear to God, I saw that commercial, no joke, like 3 or 4 times before I realized, this shit is real? This real. I can't believe how many redneck inbred bastards follow him. Like, he's one of us. Really? Because y'all got millions too? Y'all got 3 skyscrapers in Jersey and on the West Coast? Y'all been bankrupt before? You had your own airline? How does he relate to you in any way? Anyway. But these people are crazy. Crazy. Like that, the bus full of Trump women. You see that? He's got a bus full of women for Trump. Yeah. How much you reckon he paid them? Because the dude that self-proclaimed grab women by the pussy, you can't get women to follow you on that ticket, bro. God. Just, I cannot believe how backwards fucking the whole goddamn country is when it comes to shit like that. See, should have just stayed single. You stayed single, we'd be on the show right now. Oh, man. Those are better days. Anyway, I digress. We got this plane mostly done. Trumpy Bear is real? I can't believe it. I can't fathom it, man. Trumpy Bear. Did anybody buy one of those pieces of shit? There wasn't no Obama Bear. And is that why we thought Obama ultimately was so bad that like we had to have Trump against a girl as like literally the only way to go, the only way to do this right was to have Trump go against a chick so we could have 2 evils facing off, because no way in hell we wanted the first female president. We sure as hell didn't want it to be Hillary Clinton. And then we had Trump. I had no idea. Like, people are crazy. It's crazy. Politics is crazy. I think we should all run on the paper airplane ticket. I think we should. And everybody will vote for us because everybody's built a paper airplane before. Sorry, I'm catching up on y'all's reading here, man. Yeah. I am going to load the rocket, you right. Your PC took a shit? Oh, so the GPU did. So what? Man, you don't need a GPU. I could take mine out right now and still be streaming. I don't need that damn thing. I'd be down a screen, but that's all I'd be down. I can still get shit done. See? That's that NVIDIA for you, man. I'm kidding. I don't need. I can't even remember if you told me you had NVIDIA ATI. Like I'm pretty faithful to ATI for no real reason, just because their colors are red. I mean, seriously, I don't care. Trumpy Bear, man, damn, dude. Politics. Yeah, politics sucks. I'm sorry. Apparently there's a lot of dudes out there that like to grab women by the pussy, because that's why everybody said, like, well, yeah, that's he's my kind of guy. That's why I voted for him. Like, okay. Yeah. How many dates have you had in this millennium? Anyway, sorry, I get off of that shit. What, one of these planes? You want what? Why you want me to email you one of these? Dude, this is the first one I built. You can do this. I know you can. I've seen the planes you built. If you can build what you build, you can build this thing. And I'm almost surprised you haven't built one of these before. Like this, again, I did say, this looks like something that you would do. God damn it. It's the kind of plane I left the back is open. I'm going to have to, like, stick a nickel in the... God, the fucking thing doesn't cut for shit. I'm going to have to stick a nickel in the front end of this thing so that there's some weight. Oh, my God. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of, like... I'm trying to tape down all the areas that are poofing out. And like I said, this is just a hold because, again, I'm probably going to taper this one. Probably. Although I'm going to try to keep it not. Because I want to see what it does first. I really don't like that. Why it's doing that. I have to crease that, I think. To get it to stop. Jesus Christ. Alright. There's a distinctive... upward tick to that wing that this one doesn't have. It's got it now. Alright. You want me to mail? You say, I like the way you say you want me to email. Blah, I got it on the brain. You want me to mail you one of these, but this is the only one of these. And again, I'm pretty sure you can make this. Besides, you want the pink version? The next one I'm going to build is going to be gray. This one won't fly worth a lick. There you go, Mark. Gonna love this one, too. I already talked about this one in the previous one. I said, like, yeah, he loves it when I make cuts because he's like, oh, you're going to cut it. Don't put a hole in it. And I understand there's no coming back. But seriously, man. You gotta get over the shyness, bruh. Gotta get over the shyness. Oh, man. Alright. Alright. There we go. Yeah, it's still... Okay. It's still as bad as it seems. I probably added too much weight to the other side, because it could be the length. It could be the length. Seriously, I think I need to put, like... I may literally do this. I don't think I have one in my pocket. And you were always talking about let's flip a coin to see who goes first, right? And I should always keep a coin on hand. I haven't kept that coin on hand. But I'm going to do something completely stupid here. Oh, I do have one here. Look at this. This isn't a coin, this is a battery. But this is why I left the back end of this plane empty. Okay, that battery is now in the nose of the bird. Battery is right here. I just slipped the battery all the way in. Alright. Okay, I threw it, and the battery just right on out the back, because I haven't taped up the back, and the battery is deposited further than the plane was. That was pretty good. That was pretty son of a bitch. You know, my new desk here, I put the trash can right underneath it, and now I kick this at the wire I just did. Now it's all on the flow. So I'm going to have to throw all these out. Good, it's a good one. We can start fresh. So, yep. All right, yep. And, yep. All right, there we go. Hoorah! See, what I was trying to do was, okay, so I did this, and battery, and I shoved it in here. And now it is again, right there. But if I want it to stay, because it just drops right out the back end. So, Who knows? Who knows? Who cares? Thank God we're not in the... I'm going to try to